Hello everybody, Throughway Polyamory here. I'm Pixie, coming to you from the New York State Thruway. I am headed back to the Albany area from Kingston after spending 2 full solid weeks with Honey, which was the first 2-week installment, 2-week trial, 2-week visit of what will be 2 weeks here, 2 weeks in Kingston, 2 weeks in Albany. And it went pretty well. And I'm going to talk about several things in this video. One, feelings and sharing feelings, and also a little bit about listening, reflective listening, and also hinge responsibility with regards to scheduling. And this is all based on my experience, and yeah, just give you a little insight on what's going on in my relationship. Again, I encourage anyone that has comments or questions to please feel free to post them in the comment section or find my email in the About section and email me. I'm totally open to hearing your thoughts or questions. I'm about to put the cruise control on and cruise. So, with regards to feelings, I wanted to talk about my relationship with my own feelings, my relationship with myself. In my life, growing up, my family, my mom specifically, didn't talk about her feelings. They just bubbled out as some bumps here. They bubbled out and weren't ever qualified as feelings. They were usually masked, veiled some sort of darkness. And I think I learned to suppress my feelings when I was having them, as not to create waves or not to spark any controversy or problems. I have vivid memories of my mother, I would say scolding, but discouraging my feelings. She would say, "I don't care how you feel." And so, yeah, I learned to repress my feelings. To the point where now, when I don't even know, I can't even recognize my own feelings when I'm having them, let alone describe them to somebody in an effort to help them understand what I was going through. I'm ashamed of my feelings. I'm ashamed, being polyamorous, I'm ashamed that I have feelings of jealousy or envy. I'm ashamed to the point where it then becomes a projection on my partners. And so I'm trying to learn to identify my feelings and reveal them to my partners in a way that shows I'm taking responsibility for my feelings, and hope that my feelings get validated. I don't need or expect my partners to feel the need to be responsible for my feelings. I want to own that, and I mean, I'd like my partners to also own their feelings when they have them. Oftentimes, when they have feelings, I immediately go on the defense and try to explain my intentions. Doesn't always work, and I don't always go on the defense either. Sometimes, especially recently, I'm trying to listen more, and that was another topic. So to wrap up the feelings, I just want to say how important it is to be able to express and to listen to feelings. And if you're getting feelings expressed to you, revealed to you, take that as a gift that someone wants you to understand what it is that's going on behind their eyes and inside their heart. To listen, to try to understand, to get closer, and not take the feelings as a wall or something to be defended against. So, listening. I have a measure of ADHD, and sometimes listening is hard because as I'm listening to someone, whether it be expressing feelings or just some other information, my mind drifts, my mind wanders, and even sometimes I feel the need to, my mind's wandered so far that when I snap back into the conversation, I need to ask a question as to, to try to get back to the understanding. It's a little bit embarrassing sometimes because I'm sure the person who's talking to me was probably thinking I'm listening the whole time, and my eyes might be making eye contact with them, but my brain is somewhere else. So sometimes I'll ask a clarifying question, or I'll ask a question that makes it obvious to the person talking that I wasn't listening. So that's something I'm trying to work on, when someone's talking, to remain fully present and focused on what they're saying, with the goal of, when they're done speaking, to mirror back what they've said and ask those clarifying questions to see if I got it right. So it's a measure of active listening that I'm trying to employ with my partners, with friends, with family, anybody really. And it's challenging. So that's something I'm working on. And I don't know if this resonates with any of you with regards to listening, but I think it's very important when in a relationship to listen fully and to be heard and understood. So the next final topic I wanted to discuss today briefly was responsibilities of a hinge with regard to scheduling. Just as it is, when you're a hinge in a polyamorous relationship, it is your responsibility to manage your own calendar and to manage the time that you spend with each partner. It is not up to your partners, your metamors, or their partners that could be metamors, that are metamors. It's not up to them to work it out between themselves and how often they see the hinge partner. It's the hinge. And as such, taking responsibility, you really need to, if you're a hinge, just please bear in mind, you need to take care of yourself first and foremost. Yes, pleasing or being considerate to your other partners with regards to time spent is very important. But that's just it. You need to consider your other partners when making schedules, events, stuff that goes on the calendar. I use Google Calendar, and I'll say one more thing. When scheduling as a hinge, for me anyway, transitions are are very difficult. The leaving. I don't know if you've ever left someone for a vacation or for college, or if you've moved out of town from a different partner. It's hard on both people, both the leaving and the ones being left. I've heard it's harder for the one that's left behind, and I don't totally buy that. I get that. I guess I haven't been on the being left behind end that often. But I can kind of understand. The person leaving is off to new adventures. The person left behind is, well, they're left behind. They're left. Could trigger abandonment issues. So I was going to just say more on the hinge and the calendar topic. If you can leave on a day where the previous night or the previous moments before leaving, you had a quality connection, had some quality time to discuss feelings or just touch each other, be present with each other, that goes a long way in making the transition smoother than if you were to say, I don't know, have your own thing going on moments before you left or had to work. So just making a conscious effort to have some dedicated quality time, whether it be an hour or two, a whole evening, whatever it is, before you leave, that goes a long way. So all you hinges out there, take a look at your calendar and consider making some of that quality time available. So again, I'm just going to wrap this one up. I encourage you all to keep loving with reckless abandon. Be considerate. Be good to yourselves, and have fun with what you're doing. Okay. Bye-bye, all.